Hey. Hey. Talk your shit, K. My theme music. Y'all ready? It's another episode of Safe Loud, y'all. You know what to do. Get your wine in your wine glasses. Get your Henny in your shot glasses. For those of y'all mixing up those mixed drinks, don't water that motherfucker down. And for those of y'all not fucking with me right now, I get it. I'm a multifaceted woman. Go ahead and brew your lavender or your chamomile. Sit back, relax, and get ready for another episode of Safe Loud. We're bringing the fuckery, y'all. Let's go. This episode of Say It Loud has been brought to you by our new official sponsor, Manscaping. Yes. So I actually reached out to Manscaping and I was like, I think that this would be a product that's a good fit for my listeners. And they were like, I bet I take care of you. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate a show just talking about Manscaping and grooming on a men's level, because usually, you know, we talk to women about, you know, hygiene in her vag area and waxing, and I'm about to steam, y'all, so I'm going to do a YouTube on that. I know the guys are listening like, what the fuck is she talking about? Yo, you could steam your cootie cat. Like, you just get some hot water and some flowers and shit and some, you know, jujubes and oils and shit like that, and you steam it, and then you steam it, and it's supposed to, like, you know, clean it out, but then also, like, blood flow and tighten. I got y'all those. It's gonna be on the YouTube, so Google it. But I'm gonna do that for y'all, and I'm gonna share the reviews with you and stuff like that. But for today's episode, I wanted to dedicate it to Manscaping, and I use that to open up the conversation and have these conversations about men grooming and what women really think about it. Because if you get tagged in this, your lady been meaning to tell you that you need to groom, and she don't know how to tell you that, so she's just gonna let you listen to my show, and then my show is gonna be the person, like, I'm Karen gonna be the one to tell you that you need to groom. So ladies, if your man needs to groom and he not manscaping down there, and you don't know how to tell him he needs to manscape down there, tag him in this bitch and be like, you know what, you need to listen to this show. Sir, if you are listening to this show and you are not a listener of my show, then guess what? Whoever sent this to you wants you to groom down there, okay? And fellas, let me just keep it 100 with y'all. Y'all can't be expecting no head. And for those of you that are listening, they're like, what's head? If you want your dick sucked, sir, you need to make sure you were grooming it, okay? Because don't nobody want to be coughing up Furball, sound like, you know, when a cat throw up and the whole body be heaving. Don't nobody in the heat of no moment want to be in that type of situation. Sis gonna have to take her wig off. She gonna be sweating, talk about, is it hot in here? And ain't gonna be a motherfucking thing wrong. She just went down there and she choked on a Furball. Don't nobody want to be in that motherfucking situation. Okay, and you know, women, we're nice enough to be like, no, it's okay, I just need some water. No, fuck that. This is more than water. Like, yo, like, that hairball be stuck in your throat. You need a whole hen rock to get that shit out of there. You need something with fire in it. Some Ray and Nephew, some Hennessy, some VSOP, Bacardi 151. You got to go with that shit that put hair on your chest to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And don't no woman want to be in that situation. So it's really important, guys, that you know, you're grooming. And so I don't know, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, you know, have you ever had an awkward sex moment where you couldn't find the tree because it was hidden in the bushes? And I was like, damn, well, since you put it like that, yeah, that has happened to me. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know, like I said, you know, it's unattractive, and it feels like you weren't prepared for me. I don't know about you youngins. When you like 20-some years old, you probably don't be caring. You think it come like that. When you get a little bit grown, you're like, okay, you did not plan ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have planned ahead. And no lady wants pubes in her mouth. She just doesn't want pubes in her mouth. I think every woman has been in a traumatic experience where a dude hasn't manscaped for whatever reason, and it doesn't have to be just head, it could be just intercourse and her just saying like, yo, this would look a lot better if it was neater, or I would feel more comfortable. Or maybe you just got the beta beads and you could have just, you know, trimmed them up so they didn't look, you know, so dry and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just put a little pink lotion, a little coconut oil, a little shun, you know what I'm saying, making it look like enticing, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you want it to be food. Like, you cook your food, you prep your food, so why the hell you ain't prep your dick? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you got tagged in this motherfucker, it's because somebody meant to tell you and they ain't tell you. And so that is why I wanted to partner with Manscaped, because Manscaped has this product and it's beautiful, y'all. I'm gonna do an unboxing. It's gonna be on the YouTube next week, but it's really just about us. And like I said, we always tend to look at women and we're like, you know what, was she groomed? Was her hair done? Was her nails done? Were her feet done? Were all these things done? You know, because that wasn't what makes her attractive. But we never holler at the dudes about this. We never talk to dudes and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like, your nails are not done. And that's a deal breaker for me, guys, just so you know. Like, your hands say a lot about you. And I understand some of y'all are mechanics and your cuticles are fucked up, but I don't know woman want to be touched by that shit. Like, that shit is just not sexy. Like, imagine somebody touching your private parts and their hands just look ultimately like fucked up. You know what I mean? They still got grease on them, some chicken stains, some hot taki sauce. Like, you're not putting that near my vaggie. Like, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, my pum pum tastes like Takis. Like, how are we doing this? You know what I mean? So it's not just a female thing. It's not just a female thing to talk about manscaping or womanscaping, but I think with men it's just like not as, you know, it's just not as defined, it's just not as forward. And I think that women are scared sometimes, or shy, or don't know how to have the conversation, where a guy will pretty much let you know how he feel, and he'll let you know if that pH is off or whatever the case may be, and I don't even know if he knows what that means, but he knows enough to tell you. But women, like, we don't do that. We don't tell y'all that, like, yo, I'm choking down here. Or, you know, we don't be like, okay, it smells like basketball balls, you know, and be like, what the fuck? Like, in our head, we like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? But, like, we don't outright say that. We gonna say some shit like, you know what? I need some water. I need a drink. I just, you know, we hide behind being nice and being sweet and stuff like that. But we don't really be telling dudes like, yo, your balls stink. Your balls stink, and you need to do something about it. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Women are very timid to have those kind of conversations, and it would hurt, I know, if you told someone something like that. But, ladies, and you too, gentlemen, if, you know, this Manscaped product is the business, okay? Because not only are there, like, shavers and clippers and trimmers to cut your hair and, like, give yourself a shape up down there, but they also have like ball spray and ball wipes. And some of y'all niggas, like, y'all be doing like 2 chicks in a day. I'm not with that, but if you're going to be the way, maybe you need ball wipes. Maybe you need to carry your ball wipes in your bag, like a baby bag. Or I don't know, you could get a Save Loud hoe bag and put your ball wipes in your hoe bag. I don't know. And ladies, maybe when a dude comes to your crib and you got a hoe bag, you know, the hoe bags that I talked about in the other show, like, you know, like with the toothbrush and the deodorant and all the shit for when he spend the night, maybe you need to have some ball wipes in there. You know what I mean? And so, like, afterwards, you could just wipe some balls instead of using your good ass, you know, washcloths that you stole from the hotel. You could just use some ball wipes. You know what I mean? I don't know why this is funny. I don't know why you're like, there's somebody in the studio with me, by the way, and she laughing at me. But you damn well know some people need some ball wipes. And we also know that while, you know, some women do like a little smell of men. They do. There's women that are actually attracted to the scent of a little stank. There are women, not me. I'm 100%. Go get that gray Dove that's in Target and Walmart. That shit is dope. Like, my son is 11 and I'll be like, you need to bathe with this, because that Dove shit is dope. I don't know what the rest of you got. That Axe stuff, that's a little bit too much for me. But the Dove, 110%. You don't even gotta put no cologne on. That shit is good. But there are some women that like a little stank, a little twinge. They like their nose to be turned up a little bit. And for those women that like that shit, Y'all some nasty bitches. Y'all just some nasty bitch. Like, I understand you like the smell of your mans, but I don't understand how you like basketball balls. And guys, you know what I'm talking about, because y'all know when y'all leave basketball, y'all ain't got no business putting your balls in nobody goddamn face. That's all I'm saying about that. Anyhow, back to Manscaped. They have products for that. They got like ball spray, they got like ball wipes, they got like trimmers. You could get a shape up, they got cutters. Like, they take such good care of you. And I feel like we need to be in a place as women where we can have those conversations with our man. And I feel like men, you need to be open enough to be okay with this, because there's also a lot of guys that be like, nah, I ain't cutting that head on it, that's gay. Or, I'm not doing this, that's not manly. Bro, if you don't go get that fucking pedicure and get rid of that green ass, black ass toe that you got, talk about you want to sleep over my house in my goddamn silk sheets with your black ass toe. No, there's nothing wrong with men taking care of themselves. Now, I'm not talking about start polishing different colors and all that kind of stuff if you don't want to do that. But I am going to say, if you need to go get your feet done, then guess what? Go let Ling Ling do your feet. That's what she do. That's what she like to do. She going to tell you pick a color and you go ahead and you do your feet. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, men, you need to be empowered. There's nothing feminine about it. There's nothing wrong with it. And I know for sure if you sleeping in my goddamn silk sheets and you want to put your feet on me, you need to make sure them shits ain't crusty. And nobody likes crusty feet. Don't no woman like crusty feet. I could tell you that right now. You like crusty feet? She hates crusty feet. You hate crusty feet. Let me tell you, guys. And y'all can't be talking about, oh, well, I want my woman to have her toes done all the time, and I want her feet to look good and her hands to look good, and then you bust out of here with 2 rotten toes. You can't do that. You can't do that. And you know what? You 19 and 20-year-olds, you know what? Okay, you gotta figure out that insurance shit. You grown-ass men, you ain't got no goddamn excuse. If you got a 401k, a pension, a savings account, and car insurance, then you need to make sure that you got your feet, in the right position, okay? And get them taken care of. Anyhow, so they have these scents, that can spice things up. I really just think they're like the perfect package to give as a gift. I really do. I think that we need, as women, to take care of our men. And if you are in a relationship with a man, and it does not have to be your man, okay? Because that's another thing with my show. Everybody think it is a relationship show, but relationships could be with anybody that you have in your life. And so this is a wonderful product. You might, like, I showed it to my dad. I was like, this is really nice. He was like, yeah, it's in Target. I was like, I didn't even know that. And he told me about some other ones too. I was like, okay, Dad, I see you. So it doesn't have to be just your partner. Although with your partner, you could spice it up and be like, yo, babe, I'll give you a shape up. You know what I'm saying? And you could have some fun with it, and y'all could kind of like groom each other. I think that'll be really cool. But it doesn't have to be that kind of partner. It could simply be like, somebody in your life that you feel would feel comfortable, that you're comfortable enough having that kind of conversation with or relationship with, or just being like, yo, this is really cool, and I know this is something that you would not ordinarily buy yourself, but I want to give it to you, and the people on the other side of that, the receiving, and I know this particular product is marketed to men, but I have one that was sent to me by Manscaped, and I personally feel like I want to use it. I'm a waxer. I don't shave, but I'm gonna find something to shave because that's how much I like it. So I definitely think that it's worth having, and it's worth sharing, and it's definitely something, like I said, that can open up a conversation for a couple, because a lot of couples don't talk about this. Again, we talk about our relationships. We talk about where relationships are going. We talk about who wants to get married and have babies, but we don't really talk about hygiene. We don't talk about that. We think that somebody's going to come to us already knowing how to do that stuff. And not everybody comes to you knowing how to do that. Not everybody comes to you having had those experiences. And not all the time, you know, I don't know if this product been around for how long, but we didn't always have the things that we have now. So we have to be open enough to have these kinds of conversations with our partners and the people that we have in relationships with, so that we can, you know, be like, okay, this is something you like, this is something you don't like. You know, I personally feel like when a guy's prepped and groomed, it means that like you was looking forward to seeing me. You planned for this. You know, you prepared. Just like vice versa. If I showed up and I was like, didn't shave my legs and didn't shave my underarms and didn't wax my coochie, you'd be like, okay, you know. You'd be like, all right, you know, I mean, if you want to do it, you know, I ain't put no deodorant on. You'd be like, okay, we just going au natural, okay. You know what I mean? So it would be different than you knowing somebody, all right, put in that effort for you and made that effort for you because they know they were going to be in a situation where they're going to be intimate with you. All right. And that's for the people that are in relationships. For those of you that are not like myself, who are very single, it's not about being in a relationship. I don't go and get a wax because I'm in a relationship or not in a relationship, because I'm not. I just go do it because it's something that I like and I want to do. And so you manscaping, or ladies, you, whatever they call the lady one, scaping, it's entirely up to you. If it just makes you feel good and you feel better about, like, I feel better getting my nails done, I feel better getting my feet done, those are things that I just like to do for myself. And so if you feel better doing those things, then go ahead and do it. And you don't need someone to buy this kit for you. You don't need someone, you know, to give you something. Go ahead and treat yourself to something nice, because you deserve it. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I think about that. I think that, you know, you need to make the testes your besties. You need to, make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. And a lot of people don't also understand in that, like, shaving with razors and getting razor bumps and not using the right products, and, you know, guys be sweating down there and all that kind of stuff, like, affects how, you know, how you care for yourself and how it happens. And then again, you're like expecting your woman to be intimate with you, and she's in a situation where she's like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, how comfortable is she going to be if you're not comfortable? And so you need to make the same way a woman needs to make her garden, take care of her garden and prep her garden if she wants somebody to be in it. It's the same thing y'all dudes need to do, basically. You know, you need to prep your garden, get your garden ready, take care of your garden so that your tree is ready to go. Like, trim the bushes, make sure the hedges is neat, give yourself a shape up. You know what I'm saying? The same way you would groom your beard is the same way you need to make sure that you groom down there. And it don't got to be naked or nothing like that. You just got to make sure that it's groomed so a sister ain't choking and dying out here, you know? And I think that's a very, very fair thing to ask. I don't even think that it's hard. And I think as women, ladies that listen to the show, I think we need to be empowered to be able to have this conversation. Because if you can't have this conversation with your man, if you're like, then you shouldn't be sucking his dick. That's the reality of it. If you can't sit here and be like, yo, babe, I bought you this, you know, are you gonna do it or you want me to do it? Like, what's the situation? Light some candles, turn on some music. We're gonna take a couple shots. I'll take care of you. Because if you're not gonna do that, then I don't know. I feel like if you're in that, and again, this is for us grown folks. Y'all little kids, that's something else. But us grown folks and the people that are in you know, relationships where you're intimate like this, you should be able to have these conversations. And if you can't, then you need to think about, like, this type of relationship that you're in, because the reality is that you should be able to communicate about things like this, you know, and it's important and it's fun and it's funny, and it's not about shaming anyone or making anyone feel uncomfortable. If anything, ladies and gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong, like, dudes want to feel sexy too. I think a lot of times we put the whole sex and sexuality on women. Like, they're the only ones that can be sexy. They're the only one that can wear a sexy outfit and get their hair done and their nails done and be attractive. And, like, we forget as women that it's okay to big up your man them. You know what I mean? It's okay to be like, oh my God, he's so sexy. It's okay to be like, oh my God, I can't wait to get him home. It's okay to be like, oh my God, I want to bite his lips off. It's okay to be like, yo, I love the fact that he smells absolutely fucking delicious. Like, it's okay to do that. And I think that as women, we need to be empowered and confident enough in our own sexuality that we can actually not only compliment somebody else, but fill them up to the fucking point where they're like, oh shit. Especially as a man, because like men don't get to feel that way. They don't really get to feel that way because they're not sexualized like women are. You know what I mean? They don't, the male strippers don't make the money women strippers do. So they don't actually get to feel that way. So if you are with someone and you are in a relationship with them and you're like, yo, I'm feeling this dude. I'm like so feeling this dude. I love the way he smells. I love the way he feels. I love the way he looks at me. I love the way his hands. Then girl, like if that's all the shit you like, I love the way his hands feel, then you better go get him some coconut oil for them dry ass fucking hands. You know, I love the way his lips look. Then make sure this winter you get his ass some motherfucking chapstick so them shits ain't fucked up. You know what I mean? I love when he get a shape up. Guess what? Drop him off at the barber shop so he could get a cut, or let the barber come to the crib and shape him up. Like, I just feel like if those the same things that we as women would want, someone, you know, for me, sending me my wax money and my nail money and my toe money and my hair money, is the same thing that you're reciprocating if you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship that's worth doing. And it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, I'm spending money. It just has to be like, let me have this much consideration. Or it could be all verbal. Like, damn, daddy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't really have to do much. You just got to say the right thing at the right motherfucking time. I'll give y'all a lesson on that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a lesson on that. But in the interim, all you got to do is say the right thing at the right time to make that man feel the right way. Fellas, are you with me? Y'all know. Y'all like, Karen, damn, you giving all the secrets out. But at the same time, it's church. And you know it's church. Because men don't often get to feel that way. They don't often get to feel sexy. That's why I thought it was important to align myself with a product and have a sponsor that takes care of my male population. And let me put you ladies on. Because it is important to be like, yo, babe, not just that I went and I bought you socks and t-shirts and underwears and shit like that, but I'm getting you shit that I feel make you sexy to me. You know what I mean? Make me want to eat you. Make me want to bite you. Make me want to put your dick all up in my motherfucking mouth. If you grooming. If you manscaping. You know what I mean? So you want to be able to do that, and in being able to do that, you got to understand that you're going to have to pour into that partner because sometimes they need it. You know what I mean? And it might look different from what you need. And that's why y'all need to communicate. Not everybody needs the same thing. And that's fine. Two people don't have to be exactly alike. What we do need to know is what each of us need. So that I can give you what you need and you give me what I need. So with that said, I'm going to let y'all go because I actually got another show to record right now. But I'm dropping this episode. Manscaped is our official sponsor for October, November, and December. I love this product. I will have a YouTube video out for you with the unboxing. I'm also going to do an IG live so you guys can actually see it for yourself. It's absolutely beautiful product. I don't put my name on anything that I don't stand by. And this shit is fucking amazing. As our sponsor, anybody who listens to Say It Loud and purchases with our code will get 20% off and free shipping. All right, so you are going to use the code LOUD at manscaped.com. You're going to get 20% off plus free shipping. All right, that's just to start. And I will be doing a giveaway for the month of October, November, and December because I want to get these shits in y'all hands. Like I said, this is a wonderful fucking product. I feel like every woman need to go buy one for her man, one for her side man, one for her work husband, and keep one under in the whole box just in case. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, fellas. Like I put them on, but I gotta put them on. You know what I mean? As for you people that are not in a relationship and nobody's gonna buy it for you, guess what? Go to my Instagram page, follow me. I'm going to put up the giveaway. Make sure you follow the directions for the giveaway so that you got a chance to get one of these in your hand. And guess what? I'll give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? All right. As always, if you're looking for me, you can find me on social media. I'm on IG, Facebook, Pinterest, all that good shit at Sayeth Loud, at I am Karen L. If you know, you know. Follow me every Friday for the Friday Fuckery on my IG. Yup. We are now going to be on Radiohead, so I'll let you know how that pops off. If you haven't already joined the Say It Loud premium subscription, that shit is up and popping. Every Wednesday, I drop an episode on a private RSS feed. That's right, just for my Say It squad. You get the newsletter. You get giveaways, you get packages. You get all kinds of shit, all that stuff. So join the Say It Squad. Go to www.glow.fm/sayithloud to join. It's $10 a month. Buy your girl a drink. That's basically what you're doing. And if you haven't done this yet, head over to my website, www.sayithloud.com, sayithloud.com. Click on the merch page and go ahead and cop yourself something from Say It Loud. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got bathing suits, we got scullies, we got hoe bags, all that good stuff. And for those of you that want to get your girl something a little nice, go ahead and purchase from one of our other sponsors, who I also love, and we'll be doing an unboxing. Sweet Vibrations. They're in my link on my bio. They're also on my website. They got amazing products. You'll love them too. All right, we out. I'll see you next week.
How did I bring my dreams alive? Why, with a Anchor podcast, of course. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor does the hard work and distributes your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can even make money with your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to Anchor FM to get started.